Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of our recap show, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 8, Droop is the episode, and I'm here with Miss Mariam T, and she's all dressed up today.
Hi, I actually put on some drag today. I still don't have This Is What's Left.
Oh, I know.
It's like an ASMR video.
I know, you're just like
No,
yeah.
I haven't been getting in drag very much. I'm trying. I really need to do my nails, but you know what? A bitch is still blinged out, okay?
Yeah, your makeup looks good. All right, let's get into the episode, Ms. Mariam T, because this was an interesting episode. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, so the very, very first part of the show starts with Britta is no longer there, and Miss Jan is upset. Cry, Miss Jan.
But she was more upset that her friend left than she lost, and I call bullshit.
I totally I love the part when they cut to the other queens, like Jackie and everybody's giving side eye, like, girl, you're upset because you did not win the challenge and you wanted it more than anything. And I was surprised that she's like
side eye of the season.
I know, so good. I like his glasses
Jackie,
as a boy.
Look at Jackie, she's
I know. But
as a boy,
yeah. Those glasses, I like his glasses, like the very square ones. I know that's your thirst trap for this season. But yeah, no, I was surprised that Jan kept referring to Britt as her best friend from New York, because on the season it didn't appear that way. Like they were that close.
We never heard her say. Yeah, we never heard her say, "Oh, you're my best friend. You're my best friend."
Yeah, I thought that was.
Spring is pretty.
You're just gonna be looking at yourself the whole time.
I am,
because you haven't been in drag.
I miss being sparkly.
There you go. So, what did you think of that whole intro with Jan going through the feels over Britta?
Well, I loved it because I love seeing people cry. You know, I love the drama of the show, and I love all that. But the whole time I was like, "Girl, you mad that you didn't win? You were shook, bitch."
Yeah.
And I was shook. I think America was shook.
I really, really thought, like we talked on the last episode, I thought she had it in the bag. I was surprised that they gave it to Gigi Good again.
I did too.
Yeah.
But I've gone back and I've watched it twice since, and I've developed other feelings and noticed some things.
Yeah.
So
then
they do be like,
yeah. So then we get into the mini challenge. Gigi Good. The mini challenge, which I was going to ask your opinion on this. Was this season's version of Read the Library is Open? Because I didn't like it. Because I did not like it if it was. I did, but I want them to read each other like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this felt like it was a mix between that and something else. I don't know.
The reading challenge is usually like top 6.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So I think I'm hoping that was not the reading challenge, but I thought it was really fun.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, how did it work out?
Some people did really well.
Yeah,
I thought had to do.
Go ahead. Explain it.
They had to go and get a FabFitFun box, which FabFitFun boxes are awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a quarterly subscription thing, and it's like a lifestyle and wellness box.
I like that.
And so, but each box, they're like $50-$60, but each box is worth like $300 or $400. Like you get some nice stuff.
Put like everything in it.
You know, I love subscription boxes. I have but you know, because of Corona and because I'm financially responsible, I canceled all mine.
Oh, look at you.
I love subscription box. It's like I always tell people don't treat themselves enough, and I'm like, a subscription box will cost you like $25 a month, and it is the best way to treat yourself because you forget about it, and then it just comes in the mail, and you're like oh, I had such a bad day today, and now I got this lovely gift.
Yeah, and it's like Christmas. So anyway, yeah, I love it.
That was my thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But yeah, so they had to create the gift box, right? Yeah.
And so they had to give gifts to the other girls, but the gifts were meant to throw shade. And I loved Gigi Good. She's like, I got you that season 1 filter, girl. Here's a Here's a towel. We'll just cover it up. And I was like, what?
Yeah. So the first pairing was Gigi Good and Jackie Cox with Crystal and Jada. And I thought Jackie and Gigi were much more shadier than Crystal and Jada. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And then
it was really fun.
What?
It was just really fun to watch them.
Oh,
I did like when Gigi was like 3 challenge wins and 2 mini challenge wins, and then Jada was like, and no challenge wins to Jackie.
Yeah, that was fun. And then the second one, what? Go ahead.
Okay. This is how committed Gigi Good is to winning the show. She realizes that 9 times out of 10, the mini challenge, they have to get into a quick face. So she came into set that morning with her light blue contacts already in to amplify the femininity of her face, since they only give them 10 or 15 minutes. I noticed that when she walked in, I was like, this bitch is 2 steps ahead of the game. She's wearing her contacts already to save time so she looks better for the mini challenges.
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
She walked in her blue contacts, and I was like,
she's wanting to win.
She's so
wanting it.
Committed to winning this thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
I am too. I'm really loving what Gigi's doing. So the second team was Jan, Heidi, Widow, and Sherry Pie. First off, I wanted to say this was the first episode in a while that they really showed Sherry Pie on the Runway challenge, a little bit. All of that. Yeah.
But they did not show her during the main challenge.
No, they did. No, they did. They did show her commercial because she did the pie one.
But they didn't show her recording it. They didn't.
No,
show her
you're right. You're right. No, they didn't. Not at all. Which was interesting. But yet they showed the finished product. Maybe because she was on the top. You think?
She wasn't though. She was in the bottom.
Was she? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. I'm thinking she was in the top. So they do the mini challenge, and of course, Gigi and Jackie win. And it wasn't it. Yeah, because they were hilarious. They had the best shade. They did it. They did the best job.
It was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was great. So then the main challenge is they bring what's his name, Bob Hopper on.
Bob Harper. Is he from The Biggest Loser?
I want to say that's where he's from originally. I want to say that's where he is.
Like the
Bob
fitness
Harper
guy, right?
Yeah, and he's a fitness guy, and he does like marketing and all that stuff, like branding. He's a branding guy. He knows how to brand. So the whole idea for the main thing is they have to come up with a product branded after themselves and sell it, make an infomercial commercial, sell it.
I love this challenge.
I know. What would you have done, Mariam? I'm curious.
What would I do? I mean, obviously, since it's Mariam T, I would probably do something like along the lines of I think I'd probably do like a truth serum.
Ooh, okay.
If you want to get people to spill the tea, and something probably along the lines of that.
Okay.
I would do something very I think I would go very like 70s The Spy Who Shagged Me, kind of like very da-dun, love potion number 90, kind of like secret agent woman type thing, very campy and like slapsticky. I think is how I would go with it.
So all of the queens had to come up with a product and brand it after themselves and sell it. So let's see. Jackie came up with the one I thought was hilarious, the magic carpet merkin.
Yes, and I loved when they were working through her challenge. She's like, okay, and somebody's going to put it right here. Hurry. Bryce, hurry. Come on. It's right here. Come on. Hysterical.
And she came in so prepared. She knew exactly what she wanted to do for the commercial. She had a concept. It was the whole I Dream of Jeannie, and I love that she went with her cultural background. I loved it. I
love I Dream of Jeannie. I love classic TV. You know I have a lady boner for that shit.
Yeah, you do. And then
Still
Gigi.
to date, one of I think the best mixes I've ever made was for Evelyn when she did the Ariana Grande Break Free.
I
Dream of Jeannie, where it's like, this time, boing, I'm gonna break free, boing, 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 boing. Hysterical.
Yeah, it was a good one. At the tea party. Yep.
At the tea party.
I know.
R.I.P. Tea Party.
R.I.P. Tea Party. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, who is some of your standouts for this challenge? We had like Gigi Good did the Good Night Bitch. She had the fragrance. They did a lot of fragrance sprays because Jan had Sure Jan, which was a spray that like made you get confidence. And then Heidi did the hydration, the skin hydration lotion. And Widow did another perfume type of thing. I know.
Yeah.
So, okay, break it down. I want to hear who your favorites were and not your so favorites in this challenge.
So, my favorites were Heidi, and not because I liked Heidi because of Heidi, not because I thought that she really had a well executed concept. I think she got lucky and has a really good personality and came in there and acted a fool, and it worked.
Yeah.
I don't think she's tactical enough. She didn't. Whereas somebody like Jackie really came in and was like, knew what they wanted to do and laid it down. Heidi kind of fell into a good skit.
Yeah.
But she delivered. I mean, she won. So
she did.
Heidi, Jackie. I actually, maybe my sense of humor is different. I really, really liked Gigi's, and I thought it was dry and funny. I think she either needed to make it more dry or more catty. She did kind of just like da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But to me, I thought it was dry humor and was really funny. Like when she said, for the low price of $15,500, that's the sum of approximately 3 main challenge wins and 2 mini challenge wins.
Exactly.
I literally stood up and I was like, ah! Shade. Like that is how you throw shade.
Yeah, I thought it was
100%.
really funny. Yeah, I didn't think Gigi did bad at all. Like I thought she did pretty good. I think. What did you think of Jan? Because she ended up for being in the bottom, and she came off of having a horrible week last week. Didn't win, and I don't know. I'm a fan of Jan, but
I am too. She's gonna be a great all-star.
Yeah.
I told my roommates, like, when Jan's final product started, like when the final cut of it started, I just said no. It was just so like when you go over to an old lady's house and she has like a chihuahua with 7 teeth that just that is Jan. Like Jan just like
she needs a filter. She needs like to cut back or just say, hey, I have 100 million things, but I'm only going to present 3 of them. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
like she needs to know how to edit. Yeah. And that's what the judges gave her that critique too.
She's just so like,
look what I can do. Look what I can do. Yeah.
Yeah. And which is admirable. And that's why we love her, because she is very, like, you can tell how bad she wants it and that she is talented and all of that. But it's just like, hey, girlfriend, it doesn't have to be so. She's like on a caffeine. Like, when you get too much caffeine and you're driving and you're just like, oh, God. Like, it's just like that.
Yeah.
All the time.
No, I agree. Like 100%.
It's like she's constantly doing the pee-pee dance. Like, I gotta go. I'm trying to hold it. I gotta go. Like, she's constantly doing the pee-pee dance.
Oh, my God. You know who was a big surprise for me with the challenge? Was Crystal Method. Like, her finished product. Oh, I was like, she's getting so good. And I just like you, I've been a fan of hers from the beginning. And I feel like she's coming into her own now, and she's really like showing what she's all about and what she can do. And I loved what she did. I thought it was hilarious. A what?
I thought she was robbed. I thought she should have won the challenge.
Yeah, I did too.
For the reason that I said, she was tactical about it. She wrote something and had a concept where I think Heidi more just, they were like, lucky. Act crazy, and she did.
Yeah,
because that's what she is. Which
I
is not
didn't like
a
her
bad
outfit.
thing.
I didn't like her outfit for the JCPenney's mom outfit. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think of Jada's her commercial?
Oh, yeah, she kept hitting her mic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was hers about?
It was the tucking panties. The tucking panties?
Oh.
Yeah.
So those were ugly. If you're gonna be a drag queen, you better be craftier than that. That was ugly.
That wasn't pretty.
And you know what? I remember it now. It was it was an A-. It was like
A-.
you did a good job, you wrote a script, you looked good, you had a concept, but it was just like, okay, it was very safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I
which
agree.
is sometimes, which
Okay.
I think that's out of her element and out of what she normally does. So I think she played the game the right way. She knew that she most likely was not going to win this challenge.
Yeah.
So she just did enough to where
Get her.
it was right in her comfort zone to where she knew she wasn't going to fail and that she was going to do good.
Yeah.
And that she's a really smart competitor.
She is. And I just got to say, she looks stunning. Every time she is in drag.
Every time I see her,
Jada
I'm just
is
like,
stunning.
Stunning.
I know. It's sick. It's so
stunning.
Okay, what about
Valentina stunning, but in a different way, kind of
Valentina reminds me of a cartoon stunning. Like, oh, she's drawn very pretty.
Jada gives me this like essence of a
woman.
Stunning. And honestly, her balls outfit, the balls, is one of my favorite Drag Race outfits of all time. I thought it was fantastic.
So anyway, what did you think of Widow Von Du? Widow Von Du?
It was very boring. She didn't get it.
God, it was boring. It was
People
so
just
bad.
don't get it.
Yeah.
It's like
she took herself too serious.
Well, it's like when she said during the acting challenge, she was like, well, I just wanted to play the more serious role, and she play a little more serious. And RuPaul was like, you wanted to do serious on RuPaul's Drag Race? That's what I don't get. I'm like, the people have seen the show for 13 years.
Yeah, like, come on now. Like, seriously.
And we know that RuPaul does not like serious. Like, if you know anything about RuPaul, you know his favorite thing in the whole wide world to do is laugh.
Exactly. And that's why he kept telling her, make it funny. That was the one note he kept giving Widow, make it funny. And she did the complete opposite. I think she took herself way too seriously, and it showed. Like, it was so bad.
Yeah. I'm just like, you're a dude in a dress selling a fake product on a TV show about dudes in dresses.
Yeah.
Like, how serious can you take it?
Oh, I know. Okay, so now we get to the runway, which was Black Wedding was the theme. This is one of my favorite.
Cherry pie.
Do you want to? Do you want to? No, she did okay. No. It was predictable for me. I knew she was going to do something with pie. But the runway was one of my favorites. It was Black Wedding, and I love it. I love black just to begin with. But I love that they did their version of wedding dresses. And it was all over the place with everybody's take on it. And I didn't think anybody's was horrible looking. Their runway was horrible. I loved Gigi's and I loved Crystal's. Those are my two top, their outfits. Gigi's and Crystal's.
And I liked Jan's a lot.
Jan's, it was this thing, and we talked about this on a couple episodes ago. These things that go in front, that anywhere that covers your face, it bothers me so much. And those feathers, I just wanted to like snip them off and be like, no, get those out of your face. But her mug looked great.
Her mug looked amazing.
Yeah. Who were yours?
Well, my tops were Crystal, and Gigi, of course. That was so
Gigi
stunning.
Gigi in the Dior. Oh, that dress was. And you know what really got me with Gigi's is the shoes. The shoes with the red bottom.
Yeah, she had the Louis on. Like, she's a model.
Yeah.
But my problem with the models in the past, like Violet and Aquaria, is I just thought they were cunty bitches.
Yeah.
I mean, and Violet is a cunt. Violet will straight up tell you to your face, I am a cunt. Like,
but Gigi has talent to back it. Like, she's more than just a good-looking queen, I think.
Yeah, we've seen that. Like, she's an actress. She's funny. She's conceptual. I really, really, really like her. I thought Heidi's was good for Heidi.
Yeah, it was the best I've seen Heidi look. Yeah, for Heidi.
I thought Jada's was fine. Like, it was good.
The fit of that dress was so good. Like, it would look like it was just like painted on her. It was so good.
There was just nothing like that. It was just great. Like, it was good, but there wasn't anything like, I don't really remember it.
I loved Crystal's.
Oh, Crystal's was amazing. I really didn't like the Widows. I thought The thing over the face was weird. Like, it wasn't
hers.
bad, but it was my least favorite Runway.
It reminded me, like you said a couple episodes ago, like Mother of the Bride or something like that. Like, it felt like something like that, but for a funeral.
And Jackie, I just don't really like anything she wears. I love her so much. I'm such a big fan.
Yeah. I didn't mind her outfit on the runway this time around.
I just feel like she always just looks a little too pedestrian. Like, it's always just a little, I need a little bit
more
umph or glitter or glam or I don't know. There's always something where I'm like, it's good, but I'm like, I want another taste. I want another layer of flavor.
You want her to come out and be stunning. Like, just,
Jackie has not hit the runway and me go,
yeah, because like on this one, I felt like the ones when they turned the corner and they walked down was Gigi and Crystal for me. Crystal's take on it with the bride coming out of the grave and the makeup and the dress, everything. It would remind me of Corpse Bride.
She probably spent like $20 on that whole outfit too.
Probably. It looked great. Like I loved it.
Is.
Yeah.
Speaking of runways though, and going, RuPaul every fucking episode this season.
Oh, I know. They're doing such a good job with her hair and that dress. Hair. Oh, fuck. Her hair is like...
That hair is some of the best hair she's worn.
Yeah. I have to agree with you. What did you think of Shaka Khan as a judge? She seemed like she didn't know she was high? There. I know. I thought. I was like, does she know what show she's on? Because
I'm like,
she seems like she was just like, showed up. Yeah, totally.
I was like, you are fucked up, sis.
So the judges were pretty hard on Widow and Jan, and a little bit. This is the first time Gigi got negative critiques from the judges. And Sherry, both of them. Yeah, so the tops were Heidi, Crystal, and Jackie. And there was one more, right? Yeah, Jada. All of them got really good.
Yeah, because it was either tops or bottoms this week.
Yeah, there was
nobody was safe.
Nope. So then and I kind of knew that Widow was going to be in the bottom, and I really didn't think. I was like, well, who else is I going to put down there? I thought Heidi was going to be in the bottom, based off of just her challenge.
Really?
I didn't think she was going to win.
I thought it was safe. Crystal was robbed.
I thought she was going to be the clear winner this episode.
Yeah,
Crystal
but
not
the thing
winning.
is pretty much nobody except Widow really bombed.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm like
Jan didn't bomb. She just it wasn't good.
Yeah,
but she didn't bomb. Widow
bombed big time.
Oh.
But then I think. Because I watched the Untuck, and I think that because they had Widow's a huge Shaka Khan fan, and she was, yeah, and I think so. The bottom two were Jan. Well, no, let's talk about this before we get into it. RuPaul asked everybody who should go home, and everybody said Widow, except for Widow said Jan.
And you could tell a lot of them really didn't want to, and just how emotional that scene was. You could really tell.
What was interesting, Mariam, is every season they do this, right? RuPaul asks them this question, so they know it's going to come at some point.
Well, this was the first.
Really? Second time. Yeah, second time this season. But this time around, it really felt like the queens did not want to say Widow. They were literally like, we're just basing it off of today. Not like,
and
we're like, we don't know what
you can be on top one. You can be on top one day and then gone the next.
Because usually when they go through this, like pick somebody, you already know kind of who's having beef with who, and you know who they're going to pick. But this one really felt like they really didn't want to pick Widow, but they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
There wasn't anybody else to pick.
Yeah, she did the worst. So it was her. What?
And the lip sync happened.
Yes. So the lip sync between Jan and Widow. And I felt bad for Jan because I think if you watch the Untuck, she was like, yep, I'm going home. There's like no way. They're putting me, Widow's going to do Shaka Khan. Okay. Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, and I thought Jan gave it her all. She tried so hard. She threw every trick in there.
She did. But this was a prime example of a twirl and a split and a death drop and a cartwheel and a flip and a kick and a donkey kick and a punch does not equate a good drag performance.
Well, she did too much. Where Widow really sold the song and the emotion, and that's why they kept her.
Widow murdered that lip sync.
Yeah.
Because she brought the meaning and the essence of that song and Shaka Khan to that song, and Jan was just like a fucking gerbil on a wheel doing Adderall, like just
she did
all over the place. Just this like sign of desperation, and that
is a perfect way to describe it. Desperation. That's what that lip sync was from Jan. Desperation.
I hope some of these queens are watching this and realizing that, and watching the show and realizing that a death drop and a shoving your pussy into the ground and flipping and dipping and whatever doesn't necessarily make a good drag performance.
No.
And that's the tea.
No, I think you got to bring more. Call. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping for Jan for one more week, but
me too, but the lip sync just would.
You know why I was hoping for one more week? Because I was still waiting for her breakdown. For her to completely lose it and break down.
But did I call it or not? 2 or 3
weeks ago,
you did. I said they are gonna drive this poor girl crazy, and they're never gonna let her win, and then they're gonna let her crack, and then they're gonna get rid of her.
And it happened. You called it, Mariam. Like that is exactly what happened. They gave her this.
I'm pretty sure I said
this close to getting a win, and then said nope.
I said a few weeks ago too that Jada was gonna emerge. I was like, she's going to do good, and it's going to be kind of blah, 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 and then she's going to pop towards the end of the season.
Well, you said she's a dark horse, is what you said. You said she's going to...
And what did they say last night on the episode?
She's a dark horse of the season.
I know this
I know
show.
You do.
I know this show.
You should teach a RuPaul's Drag Race 101 for the show, the do's and don'ts.
Well, if RuPaul
God, hopefully you get on there.
Show.
I know. But yeah, I was not surprised of the bottom two, and Widow did outperform Jan. So this week we had to say bye to Jan, who I was a fan of, and she took it pretty hard. Like she was sobbing.
I haven't watched. Yeah, and I haven't watched Untucked yet.
She was sobbing. You know, when they show them going backstage afterwards, and she's just like, she was doing the ugly cry. Yeah, like Rock'em. Yeah. I felt bad.
They brought in all these New York girls, and we're basically just like, I'm like, you're like a fucking firing squad on New York City girls.
I know. They were not like, I don't know. This season, there's really, you know how especially last season, and there's always the seasons, there's one queen that you're just like, I can't stand. Why are they on the show? Even with Britta and Aiden, everybody that's been on the show, even with the very first queen who got kicked, everybody's been super talented on this show. Do you know what I mean?
Because or had something to offer, or you weren't like, how the fuck did they get on this show?
Yeah, because even Dahlia Sin, she was a pretty queen, and Nikki Doll still had stuff to offer. That's the thing. It's a very talented cast this season, and they did a really good job. They did a really good job casting the show. They have really good personalities. I think the biggest personality of the season is Heidi. Is what my take is she's just funny. She's just so funny.
I think she's gonna get Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think she's going to be a great all-star.
Yeah, I do too. But no. Who do you think are you still your top 3 the same, or has it changed?
Do we want to make predictions? And
I think it's time. I think it's time to make our predictions, and we're not taking Sherry Pie into this because no matter what, she's not going to make the top. So even though I think realistic, I don't think she's going to. Yeah, no, it's true. We don't know what is your picks for the tops?
Okay, so I think going home next week, I think it's going to be Widow.
Yeah, it's her time. I agree with you.
I'm going to make my I think it's going to go Widow and then Heidi.
I don't think so.
I think it's going to go Widow, Heidi, and Jada.
Really?
Are going to be the next. I don't know. I think, but my top. I think in the top is going to be Gigi.
Yeah.
Crystal. Jackie. I think. Let me say that. I think either Jackie or Jada. I think Jackie or Jada are going to slide in and get that number 5 spot. I think top 4. top 3 is going to be like Sherry, Gigi, and Crystal, I think.
Take Sherry out of there because she won't make top 3, will she? Even with everything going on?
I don't know how they edited it.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck.
So, and then I think in that top 4 spot is either going to be Jackie or Jada.
See, I think next week's going to be Widow is definitely going to go. And then I think they're going to throw a curveball, and somebody that's been doing good may end up going home. Whether it's like Jackie or Jada. Yeah. I think that's what the twist is. And then Heidi will go. I think Heidi will make it a little farther on personality. But I do think the tops are going to be definitely Gigi. I think Crystal's going to slide in there and grab the other spot. And then I think it's either going to be, I think Jackie or Heidi. They may keep Heidi around just for personality alone. And then I think the fourth spot's going to be either Sherry or Jada. I think. I don't know. But that's what
we both agree that Widow's going home next week.
Yes, we both agree Widow's going home next week. And
What's the challenge next week?
Choice 2020 is the episode title.
The presidential campaigns.
Yeah, that's what
they haven't done that since season 4.
Yeah, which was with Fifi, and it was just
Fifi, Chad, Latrice, Sharon.
Yeah, I remember that one. Fifi was horrible.
Right?
Yeah. Yep, you're absolutely right. So next week's gonna be the presidential challenge one. But yeah, that's it. That's a recap for episode 8. Droop. We will be back next week. We will be back next week to go through episode 9 and all of that and give you our opinions on it. And how do people find you, Miss Mariam T?
You can find me on Instagram at the Mariam T or on my website sheherme.com. You can also check out my new digital drag show, which premieres this Saturday, the 25th at 8:30ish on YouTube. It's called Tea Time with Mariam, and it is the lovable internet-based cousin of Mariam's Tea Party, and our theme is one-hit wonders, and it's gonna feature all of your teacups. So me, Glitz Glam, Michelada, Keeks Rose, Evelyn's Rose, Raina Shine, and Grotesca.
Yeah.
Plus special guests Nadia Simone, Lolita Von Teese. A special guest appearance by DJ John Williams and Tangi. And we're inviting our special guests from Finest City Improv. So it's going to be a packed show.
Nice.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
How do people watch it on YouTube? Where do they go to find it on YouTube?
You will go to my YouTube account. So follow me on social media so you can the links for all of that. I will have everything posted on my Instagram at the Mariam T.
Yay! That's going to be fun. I can't wait. But you can watch our little recap show on Who Invited Her podcast on YouTube. And you can listen to the podcast anywhere you get podcasts at Who Invited Her. We're whoinvitedher.net is the website. Yeah, but if you buy our merch, we have merch on the website. And we have a lot of other stuff coming up with the podcast, so stay tuned for that. Follow us on social media. It's Who Invited Her _podcast on Instagram and Who Invited Her SD on Facebook and Twitter. And you can see us live doing the podcast every Saturday at 12:30 Pacific time on Twitch. You just type in Who Invited Her podcast _ and you can see us live, chat with us. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of people in the chat room this week, and they were pretty active with their carols. It was really interesting. But yeah, every Saturday at 12:30. Mariam better be there next week.
I know. Sorry.
I know. But we will see you next week, you guys. That is it for us. Bye.
Bye.